Hey all good people, welcome to the fifth episode of JavaScript projects. So in this fifth episode of building JavaScript projects, we are going to build a background randomizer using JavaScript that looks very much similar like this. When you click this button, random background will be generated with the generated code in the what user display in the screen. Okay. Yep, let's get started. The document to randomizer. Declare a div with a class main. Let us change the camera orientation. Div class, I'll declare it as color. The color code is span tag with a class inside it as changed color. Okay, yeah. I'll add a button with a type button with a class btn and then adding an on click event to it, saying make changes. Okay, click here to randomize bg, background. Yes, let's link both cascading style sheets and also JavaScript. Script source is app.js. Okay, let's start with body. Justify content, it's center. Align items, center. And also display flex, let the height be 100 vh. Okay, okay, expected is this one, but now we have got this one. Let's just code css. Now it's color, font size be some 50 pixels. Okay, and button. Okay, font size be 25 pixels. Yes, now color be some black. Background, I'll keep orange red. Next, border. Two pixels solid with some pale colors, and adding border radius. Let it be 4 pixels. Let's see this. Cursor pointer. Okay. Yes. The color code is, click here to randomize BG. Okay. Now let's code some JavaScript. Okay, I'll declare all the constants. First of all, I'll declare one thing, const required is equals to, I'll declare an array of, I'll say y 0 okay, why did I declare this array? So I've declared an array with a constant, I mean this array with starting from 0 to alphabet F. So starting from 0, I mean 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and till F. Yes, you may have seen in cascading style sheets that every color has some code. Okay, if you take as black, full black, it has a code of 0000000. I mean there are 6 digits or 6 strings. The concatenation of 6 strings will make a what you call the concatenation of 6 strings will make a particular code, and that particular code will make a particular color. So you may have seen hashtag FFFFF, that will make a color white. Similarly, random digits with random numbers with random capital alphabets, I mean a random 6 strings, a random set of 6 strings will generate a particular color. Okay, now we are going to randomize that color. So I'll declare another constant. So, and you may ask why only restrict till alphabet F. Okay, there is a small error here. Okay, because it's hexadecimal. Okay, every color that we use in what do you call the CSS is hexadecimal. That's the what alphabets are no, all alphabets are limited till F, and integers are limited till 9. So since it is hexadecimal, we are taking 0 1 2 till 9 and including A B C D E F. Okay, it's hexadecimal basically. Now constant required color, rect color is equals to document dot query selector. I'll select a class. What is that? Its color. Sorry. Another constant. I'll span. I'll grab the span. REQ UI RAD. No, required color, required, both have been what constant shall I call here? Constant def is equals to document dot query selector. I'll select dot changed color. Okay. Yes. Now we have an event here called make changes. On click, that event will be passed to app.js. Let's declare a for loop now. No, let's declare a function make changes. Okay, so before that, okay, let's declare a variable now. Variable changed is equals to a string with a passed hashtag in it. Okay, basically every color should start with this hashtag. If it is started with hashtag, then it is considered as color in HTML. So let's declare a variable called changed, and let's fill hashtag into it. I mean, let's pass hashtag into that. I mean, the hashtag value is stored in that changed. Okay. Yep. Now another constant what to declare? Constant car is equals to document dot query selector. Let's select the whole body. Okay, now I've declared a variable called changed and assigned the value of hashtag into it. Now I'll declare a for loop with I initialized to 0. I is lesser than 6. I plus plus. Why this for loop is declared like this? Because every color in the CSS, I mean hexadecimal code is 6 strings code, right? So we need a for loop with 6 loops in it. I mean for loop which loops itself in 6 times. Okay, now I'll declare a variable called what shall I call it? I'll declare a variable called call is equals to math.floor. I'll explain why I'm using math.floor and math.random here. Math.random, okay, asterisk, oh sorry, what is the array required, right? Array required dot length. After this, let's okay, I'll explain why I made math.floor and math.random. Okay, so firstly, math.floor in JavaScript, it returns the round figure value with a downwards value in it. What do you mean by that? Okay, suppose we have the values 5.6, 5.5, 5.4, 3.2, 3.1, 0.9 and 0.8. okay, if you use math.floor and console.log these datas, I mean what I have made a sequence of these datas now, the math.floor will give you the round figure value. It's not the round figure value of the normal mathematics rule, that is if the decimal value is greater than 5, that will be rounded to next digit. If that is 5, the prior digit will be the prior decimal digit will be checked whether it's even or odd. If that is less, the what decimal value is less than 5, then it will be rounded off to the the prior decimal digit will be rounded off to the that digit itself. That's the rule of basic mathematics, rounding off. But in math.floor in JavaScript, it's not like that. It's like rounding off to whatever the decimal value be, whatever the rounding off will be to the downwards value. Suppose you have 5.6 and you use math.floor, and if you console.log the data, you'll get the result as 5. Okay. Similarly, you have 3.1 as your data, and you are using math.floor to it will round the data into 3. Similarly, if you have 5.4 and you use math.floor, it will round it off to the complete downward digit. I mean 5.4 will be rounded off to 5. This similarly for all positive integers, and 0.8 will be math.floor will evaluate 0.8 and it will be downwarded to 0. Similarly, what about negative integers like minus 5.6, minus 6.7, minus 100.5? What about these digits when we use math.floor in JavaScript? Okay, so here math.floor, the rule is same. The math.floor will round it off to the downward digit. Okay, if you use minus 5.6, then it will be rounded off to minus 6. If you use minus 6.7, then it will be rounded off to minus 7, and if you use minus 100.5, it will be rounded off to minus 101. That is the way how the math.floor in JavaScript works. Okay, now centralizing the way to math.random. So why to choose math.random? So what does this statement math.random asterisk required.length will make in this project? Okay, so math.random will randomly select a number from the required array. I mean not the required variable we have used here. From the given array, it will randomly select any integer. It doesn't specifically pick an integer. It randomly selects an integer. Okay, what does it happen here? Okay, math.random will generate any integer. So okay, what is required? Required is a constant which is an array. What is the required.length? Required.length is the length of the array constant. It's the length of the array named required, which is a constant. What is the length of this required constant? So the length of this required constant is starting from the 0, because index start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a will be assigned 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, the length of an array which is named as required and constant is 15. Now math.random will pick any number from 0 to 15. Okay, say it will pick a number 14.3. So 14.3 doesn't represent anything. So what we do is we pass that data to math.floor, so that 14.3 is now made into 14. Okay, so this is where math.floor comes into help for us. Show you bit clearly by console.log. Okay, let's console log the data, console log variable. Okay, let's see what does it generate. Basically, inspect. There's something wrong. Where is it showing? Console.log. Call app.js 8. when I click this, okay, yes, it's working. You can see in the console of this browser, when I click this button, there are set of digits, okay, which is randomized. There are set of 6 digits which are randomized: 11, 1, 7, 13, 4 and 10. Since the length is 15, till 15 6 digits will be randomized, okay. So as I said, I'll click another one time. You can just see that 9, 1, 6, 15, 4 and 14 have been randomized. What if I don't use math.floor? I'll just delete it and I'll save it, okay. I'll just move the camera here. Now I'll click the button. You can just see that the decimal values have been generated, like 4.07, 6.93, 15.59, 10.06, 15.78. So to prevent these things, to prevent these decimal things, we use math.floor, okay. Now what to do? Now let's concatenate the changed with the assigned value from the length acquired. Changed plus is equals to, it's a way of concatenating, plus is equals to required of call. What does this basically represent? Okay, so you can now see here, I'll just take it here. When I click this thing, okay, I'll just console log here another time. Console.log call, okay. Sorry, when I just click this button, 8, 13, 1, 9, 1, 12, these 6 digits have been generated randomly. Now what will happen is, changed already have a string hashtag in it, because all colors in CSS starts with hashtag. It already has hashtag assigned to it. Now changed will be concatenated to changed is equals to hashtag plus required of call. Okay, what is required of call? So call is these randomly generated numbers, 8, 13, whatever it may be. Call is, the variable call is randomly generated numbers. What do you mean by required of call? Required is an array. It's an array of strings, right? Suppose, what do you mean by the first number is 8? What do you mean by required of 8? Required of 8 is 8 itself. What is required of 13? Required of 13 is alphabet D. So it will just concatenate the values to the indexes that are console.logged to the values that are present in the array required. Now what we will do is, we'll just jump out of the for loop and we'll just do some randomization things, like what is the constant, what is the grabbing constant? Car, right? Car dot style dot, just keep it down, background color, that's equals to changed. We will assign the value of changed, we will assign the value of the variable changed to this dot style dot background color, okay. So on looping for 6 times in a for loop, the changed will have 6 strings concatenated with an hashtag, so that it will make a particular color, okay. Now let's see whether does it work or not. you can see that in the console these random numbers that are generating are also printing, and also our project is successfully compiling. I mean, when you click the button, the background is randomly generating it is changing the color. I mean, when you click it, okay, when you click the button, it's changing its background. It is randomly choosing any color that the what these randomly generated numbers give. Okay, now we want color, right? We want the code of the color, so we'll just grab the span id, changed dot inner html, not changed, it's def dot inner html is equals to changed. Okay, why isn't it coming? Just rename it as something fed. Now let's see. Yes, it's working. I don't know, there was some wrong with the constant declaration. Now you can see that the randomly when you click the button, there is random occurrence of some random colors with the perfect code of that colors. When you click the button, the color also appears with its native codes. Okay, so if okay, yes, I'll just console.log this also, console.log changed. Okay, let's see. Yes, I just move it up here. You can just see one is generated, and one is concatenated with hashtag. 13 is generated. The equivalent value of 13 in the array is D, alphabet D. So hashtag 1 and D, D is concatenated with hashtag 1. Now 5 is generated, that is concatenated to hashtag 1D. 7 is generated, that is concatenated to 1D57. 2 is generated, that is concatenated to 1D572. Similarly 10 is equivalent to A in that array. So it's A is concatenated to native value, and these make the color somewhat equivalent to dark green, and that is present on the screen. Okay, this is how you randomize your background using JavaScript. Is the easiest way. So hope you find this interesting one. Okay, if you find this video an interesting one, just hit the subscription button below to subscribe to the channel to see more JavaScript videos. More JavaScript projects. Okay, thank you.